Alright guys, well, I was on my pull-up bar yesterday and I noticed it was getting loose, and so I used it a couple more times and I noticed that the bolts were getting loose, so I decided to take it off and take it apart and tighten up the bolts. But the problem is it's eating into the plastic. So they have like a little rubber, this is a Gold's Gym pull-up bar, but the problem is plastic is starting to crack and eventually it's going to break. So a quick fix is getting some fender washers and man, that's so tight. Basically trying to, these are probably too small, barely fit. It's gonna be a fight getting these in there, but I can put these on either side and sandwich it together, and this will make it last a little bit longer until I can get a more of a permanent fix. So while I was at Lowe's, I decided to pick up a piece of lumber, and this is the closest thing I could find. It's like a 1x2, and it's a little bit longer, but my door frames are longer anyway, so this will work out perfect. And it's about the same thickness, so basically all I have to do is center it, mark the holes, drill them, and then I'll have a little more stable piece back here. So, but I don't have any equipment with me here at the condo, so I'm gonna just basically mark the holes and then I'll take it to the shop later. I took everything to the shop, so I don't have anything to work with here except for a pen. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the holes. Probably be better if I used a marker. For some reason, it doesn't seem to be leaving a mark, so let me grab a Sharpie maybe. But yeah, if you weigh over 200 pounds, you're gonna have to reinforce your door frame, and eventually you're probably gonna have to do this as well. So just be aware. Eventually these wear out. I don't think they make them to be used for people over 200 pounds, or they probably sell a lot of these and people never use them, but the people who do use them are going to run into a problem, I'm sure. All right, perfect. So I got my holes marked, and all I got to do is drill these out. They do have there's a little notch here, but I'm not going to worry about it because it's going to be hard to do with the wood. Plus I want to leave it strong. I don't want to notch it and then later on that'll create a weak point in the wood, because I don't have any plastic or metal that is in this size. And this was the least expensive option. If you buy anything other than this, you're going to spend probably $10 or more. This was like $4. So and I bought you could have probably bought a piece of 2x4 pine and then cut it down, but like I said, I don't have a lot of options here unless I take it back to the shop, so I just bought the closest thing, so that way I can just basically drill 2 holes, bolt it up, and then I'm done. So, and then I bought some fender washers, which are a little bit too small, but I think I can make these work. All I have to do is basically screw these in, force them in there a little bit, and or drill them out just a skosh. And this will, like, if you guys don't want to go through the hassle of buying a piece of wood and doing all that, if you just get some fender washers and just sandwich them together, that'll buy you some time. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. If anybody has a pull-up bar and it starts to get loose, not only are the bolts getting loose, it's probably the brackets are starting to wear out. So you're going to have to do something different, because if you keep using it, eventually what's going to happen is these edges are going to break off, and then you're going to probably end up pulling it off the wall or falling, or maybe getting injured. So just be aware of that. If you have a loose pull-up bar, pull it down, take it apart, and make sure that it's not going to fail. And then on this side, it's metal on metal, so this is good. You tighten this down, and I haven't had any problem. I've been using this for years. So if you have the ability to maybe get a piece of metal that's thick like this that you can drill through it, that would be a permanent fix. The wood will probably last for years, but metal would probably last forever. And then another thing I did was I took a kick plate, stainless steel kick plate, off a door, and I mounted that to the top of the right above the door frame, because what's going to happen too is, especially if you use wood or metal, it's going to start digging into the wall. Also too, you want to, your top of your door frame, you want to put a couple more screws in there, because what's going to happen is that piece of wood trim above your door is going to break off, and that's going to fail too. So there's a few things that you need to do to ensure that you're not going to fall, or whoever is using it's not going to fall, and it's also going to be less damage to the door frame, especially if you weigh over 200 pounds. Like I got up to 250, now I'm down to 230, but still, anything over close to 200 pounds, it puts a lot of stress on the door frame. So anyway, that's all I had to say. So if you have and then also too, if you really don't want to do anything, you can order one of these on Amazon for less than 20 bucks as well. So you can throw it away, fix it, buy a new one. Either way, the most important thing is to get it fixed before it fails. So if you like this video, crush the like button, and I'll see you on the next one.